book friends, and welcome back to the one, the only, and in my humble opinion, the best podcast ever. All the things sort of truth. It's the alcohol-fueled, chapter-by-chapter reread of the Sort of Truth series with a fuller full of craft brew on the side. I'm Nate.
And I'm Jade.
And today we're going to be talking about Chapter 18 of Stone of Tears.
Yeah, we are.
Yes. Some of you may have noticed this morning that there was no episode. We apologize if that ruined your entire day. I understand. We're live tonight, so, I mean, you know, it makes it better, right?
Yeah. It's a surprise. It was a planned surprise.
It was a surprise for us, too. And then we had to plan it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's because I am actually starting to work again. It's not a consistent basis. It's kind of random. So our podcast schedule has gotten thrown off a little bit. And I apologize for that. We are trying to get back on schedule, but our main thing is we don't want to miss episodes. So that's why we are here tonight going live.
That's right. We say, hey, we're going to release these things on Monday and Wednesday. We heard everybody loud and clear. Definitely 2 episodes a week. We've been doing that for a long time, and we feel like we're in a good groove, and we don't want to mess that up. No. I did get a text just before we started recording this tonight. Like, hey, I noticed you guys didn't post an episode. What gives? And then in the very next line, it was like, and then I saw your Facebook post about going live. So we're all good.
Well, yeah, I apologize. We tried to give more notice. I should say we are trying to give more notice. I'm notoriously not great at that, but we are trying. This was just a little bit of a surprise. So it's a bonus surprise.
Literally every week there are more and more people that are going to hold us to what we say, so the pressure is mounting.
It's not like it's recorded or like on record anywhere.
Right.
What we're saying.
Nope, no proof. Nowhere. It doesn't exist. One other thing that I wanted to bring up was because of Jade going back to work, things have been hectic. Obviously, we were just talking about our schedule, so I wanted to take a minute and put a little post on Facebook about Jade and all the hard work she's doing to produce this show as well as work. And I know it's been trying for her, but she has not complained once. Y'all, she's a trooper. And all the feedback we got on that post was amazing. Thank you guys for reaching out and letting Jade know that you love her.
Yeah, it was very sweet. Thank you all. Now you're making me blush and making me like, but thank you.
Well, there's no camera, so it's all good. You know.
Hey, Aaron's here.
Aaron is here. What's up, buddy? He starts it right off with a poll. He says, option A, you guys quit your day jobs, 5 episodes a week, live episodes on the weekend for UK and non-American listeners. Option B, continue to be losers who only release 2 episodes a week.
Wow, harsh.
I'm going to need to take a minute and think about that one. Aaron, I like you, buddy, but geez, that one burns a bit.
Just drink your beer.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
If I were Whittier, I would have a nice, sharp comeback or something, but nope.
Well, instead we have a segue. With that depressing thought, we're in the same, mindset as Richard when we start this chapter.
Yes, he's very depressed. He's very confused. He just, yeah, I guess, we're getting into it now. In the last chapter, Kahlan was screaming at Richard, telling him to go, put the collar on, leave, go with Verna, and, train to essentially become a wizard. But there's more to it. The collar. It's a magical collar. It gives him pain. They use it to control him. Not a super great thing. And he is just lost in feeling right now. It doesn't make sense that Kahlan would want him to leave, but she did it. And, you know, in his mind, it's like how am I trying to explain this? If she loves him, she would not make him go away. So because she made him go away, she must not love him.
Yes.
Loving him and making him go away can't happen at the same time.
Right.
Ah, nailed it.
We got there. Hey, Jared.
What's up, man? Working again? I love it. Every time he's like, I'm going to listen when I can. So, Richard and Verna start talking. This would be super awkward for me. You're kind of like, well, I'm your prisoner, and you're like my guard, and here we are. Oh, that's the first 2319. Traveling for an unknown distance, and eventually somebody has to break the ice.
Yeah, well, and it's going to be Richard, because he's got questions. Well, actually, at this point, he's got shit to tell her, really.
Yeah, he just goes right into it, kind of like we did just a minute ago. He tries to explain to her that the Keeper is attempting to tear the veil, but she is just dismissing all of his worries like they're totally unfounded, and whatever he is saying is the dumbest thing she's ever heard.
Yeah, she's talking to him like he's a kid. And she has that annoying confidence of somebody super indoctrinated, like, fully in. And, I don't know. I can't.
You can't fuck her up. She's unfuckable.
Well, yeah.
No, I know what you mean. It's like she has an answer already in her pocket, just waiting for Richard to bring something up that she can smack down. And she does it aggressively, quickly, and, like, without faltering.
But with that smile, you know, that smug, annoying smile.
Yes, I know the smile. Well, I mean, okay, and I love her very, very much, and I'm going to put her out here on a tiny limb. My mom is a master of this look. She can tell you something downright awful with just the simplest, nicest, most humblest smile, and like she's taking shots, and if you're not paying attention, you would never know. Not that she does that a lot, just saying.
No, I've heard it.
It is a thing. I will be talking to Jade way later in the night, be like, wait, what do you think she meant about that? I thought she was being nice, but... And I feel like Verna could totally do this the same way. Like you said, she's trained to be, like, explaining this to kids.
Yeah.
So that's the way that it's coming out. And from this point on in their conversation, it seemed to me that Richard is trying to find something to say that's just going to get a rise out of her.
Well, yeah, because she's not arguing with him. She's not, like, meeting him halfway. She's doing that, like, dismissive smile, like, I know better, and you're dumb.
Yeah, just patting his head. Aw.
Yeah.
Aw. Silly little seeker.
So he just wants to, like, break that exterior.
Right.
Because you do.
Oh, yeah. You would want to. I mean, the way I was looking at it is like, he's kind of acting like the child she's treating him like. But as an adult, grown Nate would just see that smug confidence and think, no, I need to break you.
Yeah. Hey, Al. Also, he wants us to quit our day jobs.
I would love that. If anybody would just go right on to Patreon over there and decide to donate my salary, I'll do it.
Well, I know Al and Aaron, you're over there, so we appreciate all of you who are listening who are our Patreons. Just that was a little opportunity.
Absolutely. I'm also at this point assuming that Aaron is also going with option A, because I like to think that he doesn't think we're losers. We're not losers. We deserve victory.
It's on its way. I'm trying to put its finishing touches on Ale. I'm sorry that's taking so long. I promise it's on its way.
Yeah, you know, Jade is drawing Nikki
Yeah.
for Al, and she needs to make sure that Nikki is extra sexy, which, you know, Takes time. It takes a trained hand.
The pressure is on now. I know.
I mean, I could do it, but it would probably just be a couple of circles and sticks, and it wouldn't look anything like a person, so. Oh, we got a message from Kahlan. Hey, guys, I wanted to drop in and say hi. I can't stay and listen, unfortunately, but I wanted to show some love. Oh, we appreciate that so much. It's awesome. Like even Jared, he pops in. And he says, hey, I can't stay, which is fine if you guys can't. We know this was last minute, but we appreciate the hell out of seeing you guys on the chat. It makes our hearts, you can't see this, it's a podcast, but this freaking big.
Nate's the Grinch. It grows.
I can be, yeah.
Over life.
Does it grow a size per beer?
Yeah, I feel like. And then it goes, it could go the other way
at
a certain time of the night. Depends. Anyways, let's get back to the chapter. So, from this point in the conversation, it seems to me that Richard is trying to find... Oh, yep. During this talk, Richard catches up with Verna on his paternity, the fact that he killed his dad,
Yeah, and this being another one of the things he throws at her to try and get her to do anything, it barely phases her. Even the fact that he killed his dad comes up in a surprisingly passive way.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, that's the guy you killed with magic? He was your dad? He turns around, he's like, don't you fucking judge me. You don't know what he was like. And he, jumps on her immediately, which... Richard.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, she just rolls right over it. Doesn't bother her. It didn't feel judgy either, really, when she said it. I guess it was... Richard is an intense person, so when he answered intensely, it kind of makes sense. But I didn't feel like she was being overtly like, ooh, I see what you did now.
I think she was gathering information. She was like, oh... That's interesting. Good to know.
Keep talking, please.
Yes. You killed your father. What else have you done?
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't think about it that way, but you're probably right.
I don't know. She knows shit that we don't know. Oh, yes, we do want to do an... I'm sorry about that. We do want to eventually do... daytime episodes as soon as we can on a weekend. That's the only thing we have to do on a weekend because Nate works.
Yeah. I think we've brought this up a couple of times on the pre-recorded shows, but now that we're live, if we can just get a quick show of hands, I believe I've floated this in another Facebook post too. How do you guys feel about a weekend midday live episode? That way we can get all of, everybody here in America, but also all of the non-American people listening, not American, literally across the world.
Yeah. All the people.
That might be the best way. And I know for the people in the UK, if we go on at noon, it's still 6 o'clock. But on a weekend, it may not matter. I just read Al's comment. Fuck yeah.
I'm really bad with the time zone thing, and Nate always has to remind me whenever we're anywhere. I have no idea.
It's literally only because of this podcast. I know California is 3 hours behind, and because of the people in the UK, like Kahlan here, I know that the UK is 5 hours ahead.
Yeah, I remember that. That's all I know, too.
But I think with that one strong statement, I think we have our answer.
Yeah, all right.
Let's see. Jared says, would be a great time, and I could have my own beer break.
Well, that's a strong enough reason for me, I think.
Absolutely.